Welcome to Uncle's Channel. Thanks for watching today. Nintendo Switch 2 is officially back on the calendar now for the pre-order date, as well as the pricing is not going to change in the United States of America or in Canada. However, the accessories are definitely going to be changing here in the United States. Canada accessories are not going to change. We're going to look at all of that and more in today's episode of Switch Roundup. Now let's go ahead and go straight to the horse's mouth here and get the exact quote from Nintendo as far as like the price changes, the release date, as well as what the price changes are going to be on certain other items. And I didn't really mean to say horse's mouth. I guess I'm really focused on that Switch Roundup at this point. But they said Switch pre-orders for Nintendo Switch 2 will begin on April 24th, 2025. At launch, the price for Nintendo Switch 2 in the US will remain unchanged or as announced on April 2nd at $449.99, and the Switch 2 plus Mario Kart World bundle will remain as announced at $499.99. Pricing for both the physical and digital version of Mario Kart World, $79.99, and Donkey Kong Bananza, $69.99, will also remain unchanged at launch. However, Nintendo Switch 2 accessories will experience price adjustments from those announced on April 2nd due to changes in market conditions. Other adjustments to the price of any Nintendo product are also possible in the future depending on market conditions. We apologize for the retail pre-order delay, and we hope this reduces some of the uncertainty our customers may be experiencing. We thank our customers for their patience, and we share their excitement to experience Nintendo Switch 2's starting June 5th, 2025. Now, obviously, this is very good news. We're getting a new pre-order date, as well as keeping the price that they announced on April 2nd for launch anyway. However, they did say unchanged at launch, so we're not necessarily guaranteeing that the price is never going to go up, because as we know, there's only a halt on the reciprocal tariffs until the 90 days is up, and we don't know what the price is going to be when it comes to items coming out of Vietnam because of those Trump tariffs. And so it could very well go up in price, and they were very specific in their saying there by saying it's going to remain unchanged at launch. Now, as far as like the game prices, those are going to be exactly the same that they announced back on April 2nd as well. So they did not, I guess, hear the cries of the fans, or I guess care about the cries of the fans to lower the price, even though there's been more and more debacle about Mario Kart World there, because even if the Mario Kart Direct the other day, they didn't really show anything, deserved to be an $80 game versus just simply a normal upgrade to a 10-year-old Mario Kart. That's a different conversation for a different video, though. As far as the accessories, though, this is where Nintendo's really going to try to make up some of their money. They're going to sort of, I guess it's almost like a Nintendo tax of sorts on the hardest core of Nintendo fans, because the more accessories that you're going to buy, the more you're going to end up having to pay Nintendo because of that. Now, we're going to break down and look at exactly what all the prices for accessories are, what the old price was, what the new price was, and Nintendo Life did a fantastic job of breaking all this down for us. We're going to go through here, like it says at the top, Nintendo Switch 2, unchanged. Nintendo Switch 2 plus Mario Kart Bundle, unchanged. Mario Kart World, unchanged. Donkey Kong Bananza, unchanged. Nintendo Switch 2 Pro Controller, now $85, was $75. So a $10 increase on the Pro Controller. That's going to price some people out from getting it. I do understand that. The Joy-Con 2 pair is now $95 for a Joy-Con 2 controller there. Was $90. It was already pretty darn expensive at $90. To go to $95, I'm starting to think that when I pre-ordered the Nintendo Switch 2, I'm going to be getting one controller for this console, at least for a while anyway. Joy-Con 2 charging grip, $40, was $35. Joy-Con 2 strap, $14 instead of $13. That is just very petty on Nintendo. Like, really, no one's going to probably buy the strap anyway. To increase it $1, I mean, whatever. That just seems really dumb there. Joy-Con 2 wheel set, $25 instead of $20. Nintendo Switch 2 camera, $55 instead of $50. Switch 2 dock set, $120 instead of $110. Switch 2 carrying case and screen protector, $40 instead of $35. I will be getting a screen protector. I don't know what carrying case. Depends on what it looked like. I have to check that one out. All-in-one carrying case, $85, was $80. And like, I really enjoyed my original Switch carrying case. So I don't know. Like, I wouldn't mind having that, but like for $85, probably not. Nintendo Switch 2 AC adapter, $35 instead of $30, and the Samsung Micro SD Express card, 256 for Nintendo Switch 2, is now $60 instead of $55, and you can get the off-brand of those anyway. You don't have to get the official Nintendo one. So most of the stuff is going up by $5, some stuff $1, the little strap or whatnot, but then there are a few things that are going up by $10, including that Pro Controller, which was probably going to be the #1 picked up accessory or extra accessory for the Nintendo Switch 2. And so to knock that up $10, they are charging a tax on pretty much, or Nintendo tax here, on the hardest core of Nintendo fans out there, especially by, taxing the Joy-Con 2 strap. But the charging dock, also another $10 on that. And so Nintendo is trying to make up or sort of hedge their bets a little bit as far as like that 10% tariff is going into place automatically from Vietnam. That's my guess for these price changes, because Canada is not getting the price changes on the accessories. They are all the same in Canada. and so they are upping it for the United States of America only on that. Now, as far as if it's going to change or not, obviously, like I said earlier, the reciprocal tariffs are only on hold for 90 days, so the pricing could very well go up. So if you are interested in Nintendo Switch 2, the price is never going to go down, or at least for probably like a solid couple years. It will probably only go up. So if you're interested and you have a little bit of a money soft to the side, now is probably the time to pick up the Switch 2 when the release date or the pre-order date comes around. But Nintendo is really not trying to help fans out here at all. They really could have, like, tried to, I guess, soften the blow here a little bit by saying, like, hey, we are going to throw in that Nintendo welcome package or whatnot, or that welcome game, or the Switch 2, what's it called, welcome tour. They could have thrown that in there, or done, like, an extra, free upgrade for the Zeldas, something like that. Try to soften the blow, like say, hey, we're, increasing the price of accessories. We're going to be giving you this in exchange. They could have done that, but they didn't. They just simply raised the prices straight out and even told us that, hey, it may not even stay that way. It could very well end up going up in the future. But overall, are you excited for Nintendo Switch 2? I know I've mentioned this a couple times, but the price has not changed. Are you going to be finally picking up one or pre-ordering April 24th? Let me know in the comments down below. And if you enjoyed the video, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Check out other videos listed up above, and go out there, find a great game to play. Simply have a great rest of the day. And also, this is not the only video for today. The regular Game Boy game series is going to be going up a little bit later. We're going through Shantae. And so if you enjoy Game Boy games, check out that series as well. Have a great day.